Hey guys, and welcome to That Disney Magic. Today I am talking all about the time that we got upgraded to club level at Animal Kingdom Lodge. So, as many of you Disney fans will know, Animal Kingdom Lodge is one of the most coveted resorts in the whole place. There are animals outside your window. If you get a Savannah room, you can see the animals, giraffes, zebras, antelope, tons of animals roaming outside, like lookout points in the resort. The pool is beautiful. The lobby is breathtaking. I have never seen a Walt Disney World lobby that impresses me as much as Animal Kingdom Lodge. They've got tons of cultural representatives from countries across Africa that have come on exchange for a year to work at Animal Kingdom Lodge and to educate people on their home and where they come from and things like that. So staying at Animal Kingdom Lodge was a dream of mine for a long time. Ever since it was built, we would go to Boma, the restaurant, the buffet restaurant at Animal Kingdom Lodge. We would go to walk around, and I would always say to stay here one day, it would be my dream, and I hated having to go. So last January, we decided that we were going to do one night at Animal Kingdom Lodge, and this was my husband and I. It was after our wedding, so it was going to be kind of like a mini honeymoon for one night because it's Animal Kingdom Lodge, so it's obviously pretty expensive. I got this great Florida resident deal in January after the marathon, and I was super excited. But what I ended up doing was I booked a standard room, which at Animal Kingdom Lodge, you're going to have tiers of views like you would at any other resort. So you're going to have the standard rooms, the pool view rooms, the Savannah view rooms, and then you're going into like Savannah view club level rooms, which I'll explain in a minute. So I booked the standard one because I couldn't justify booking the Savannah one, and some of the standard rooms do overlook the animals. You might have more in your way, but you can still see them. So I did my research, and most of Animal Kingdom Lodge is actually Savannah view rooms anyway. So a lot of people said, well, actually I booked a standard room, but I got upgraded to a Savannah view room, or I could see the animals from my balcony just fine. So I thought, okay, I can't justify the extra, I think like $100 it was to go to Savannah View for one night. I'm gonna book the standard room, and I'm just gonna hope and pray and see what happens. So we go to check in, and I'm super nervous, and I don't know why, but I just wanted this to be like the best experience ever, and I have been looking forward to this my whole life. So we go up to the counter, and we were kind of looking at the cast members being like, okay, which one seems the most friendly? And there was this one woman who was just like super smiley, super friendly, and I was like, oh my gosh, please, 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 can we get her? Well, we didn't get her. We got this other person who didn't look quite so happy, and I was like, ugh, there goes my chances of getting a good view. Now, I did not expect them to upgrade me to anything for free, and I definitely didn't go in with the intention of asking them. Obviously, you always wonder, like, will there be some pixie dust? I don't know, but I did hope that I would get a standard room like I had booked with somewhat of a view of the animals. So what I had paid for, but just one of the better views in that category. So we go up to him, and we're wearing our Disney bride and groom shirts that I ordered from Etsy, just to play it up a bit. And we go up to the counter, and the whole conversation starts, and oh, have you been here before? And I was honest, and I was like, no, I have never stayed here before. I've always wanted to do it. I'm super excited about it, and things like that. He gave us a map and a list of what was going on, and we were kind of excitedly looking at the map, looking at what things were in store for us. And he said, oh, are you going to the parks? And we said, no, this is just an Animal Kingdom Lodge vacation, like one night. This is it. We're just staying at the hotel. So he's like, okay, yeah, that's cool. So I can't remember if he told me the view and then I asked about it, or if I just asked, but I found out about the view that we had booked, and he said, oh, you have a vegetation view. Now, I immediately realized that this probably meant that we were either upgraded to a pool view, because a lot of the pool view rooms actually have kind of like trees in the way. Or maybe we were in a standard room, but basically he was saying you're looking at trees and plants. It wasn't any sort of animal view. So I very politely said, is there any way that we could get a standard view room with a view of the animals? Like, we're happy to wait, we're happy to check in when the room is ready. Like, is there any chance? And I said it again, very politely. You should never go in expecting to be upgraded or demanding to be upgraded without paying for it. But I asked the question, and he said, okay, let me check. So he was checking for a long time, and I'm kind of thinking, okay, there's nothing available. That's fine. We're not going to have a view of the animals from our room. We're just going to go, and like, it's still going to be great, whatever. Then he goes and he asks what I'm assuming is his manager, a couple rows down from us, and he's talking to her and whatever. And I'm kind of thinking, okay, like, maybe he's upgrading us to a Savannah view room, only because I could tell he was kind of getting permission for something. And so I was like, this would be incredible. You know, kind of just wondering what's going on. So then he comes back again. It's been a while, and he's like, oh, I'm sorry it's taken a long time. And we said, no, like, don't worry, it's fine. Again, being friendly and polite. And then he goes, I've upgraded you to a Savannah view room. And I'm like, oh my God, this is the best thing that's ever happened to me. And then he goes, concierge level. I don't even know what concierge level is at this point, because, hello, I've stayed in the value resorts my whole life. But I had read about club level and Animal Kingdom's concierge level, the Kilimanjaro Club. And I was like, are you kidding me? This is the best thing that has ever happened. So he said, as you're staying at the resort and wanting to enjoy it, like, we've upgraded you to Savannah View Club level. So this means that we now have a Savannah View room, and also that we have entrance to the Kilimanjaro Club level lounge. Now, again, I didn't really know what to expect. We thanked him profusely and couldn't believe our luck. And I thought, okay, club level, like, that sounds fancy. And I knew there was a lounge, and he said, here's the menu with kind of when the food is out during the day. I'm like, oh my God, there's food. Like, this is amazing. So we thank him very much. I sent a letter to guest services about how great he was and how nice he was and things like that. And we check into our room, and it's a standard, not a standard, it's a regular Savannah View room. So there's nothing different about this room versus someone else who's just Savannah View instead of Savannah View Club level. But it's right in the middle of the Savannah. Both ways that we look, we see animals. I'm like having a heart attack, not even taking any of it in, because I'm finally in the door at Animal Kingdom Lodge. And after we explored the room a bit, looked at the animals, we thought, okay, it's time to go to the lounge. We've been upgraded. We're going to take advantage of this. And we walk into the Kilimanjaro Club level lounge, which is on the 6th floor, and you can only access it if your Magic Band has that permission. So I felt super fancy. We go in the elevator, come out to the club level, and I was like, I have arrived. This is amazing. I've probably said amazing a lot of times in this video, but genuinely this was a dream come true for me. And we walk into the lounge, and I think it was afternoon tea at that point. So there's like mini brownies, mini scones, like coffee tea. There's like free drinks and stuff all day long. And that was my first introduction to club level. Throughout the day, they had different food options. So around 5 p.m., it turned into appetizers served by a chef from Boma or Jiko, which is, I mean, amazing food. Again, the word amazing. Incredible food. And we basically stayed in the lounge for the next day because we had access for the day we checked in and the day after. They had desserts after 8. They had breakfast in the morning. It was a continental breakfast, so not really hot foods, but still, it was included. And it was just the most magical time. The people who were helping us, the concierge, some of the nicest people I've ever met on Disney property, which is saying a lot. couldn't do enough to help us out, and we didn't really need that much because we were just kind of soaking in the atmosphere, but anything we needed, they were on it, really friendly. The Rice Krispie treats were to die for. Would highly recommend if you're staying in the Kilimanjaro Club Lounge. And the view over the lobby was breathtaking. It's on the 6th floor, the highest that you can get. You go over to the side and you're just seeing this whole resort laid out in front of you. And I could have cried. I might have. I won't tell you that. But yeah, it was definitely one of the best experiences that I've ever had on Disney property. And Disney, when they upgrade you, know what they're doing. So now when we've gone to look at resorts to stay at in the future, we definitely are like, how much is club level? Should we do club level? Should we save and do club level? Because it was such an amazing experience. So now they've got us hooked for life on the deluxe resorts, staying club level. But it was honestly, I would highly recommend, if you can't stay club level because it is quite expensive, fair enough. But the Animal Kingdom Lodge in general is such a great place to stay, so relaxing. People get concerned that it's far away from the other theme parks, which isn't true, which I'll explain in my Animal Kingdom Lodge review video. But I just want to say thank you to the people at Animal Kingdom Lodge who made our experience so amazing, and particularly the Kilimanjaro Club staff who went above and beyond to make sure that we had the stay, I'm gonna cry, the stay at Animal Kingdom Lodge that I had always dreamed of. So if you have any questions about Kilimanjaro Club or being upgraded at Animal Kingdom Lodge, comment down below and make sure to subscribe. I'll be posting other reviews about hotels, best and worst, and other Disney World tips, so stay tuned. See you!